This is the Central Subway, San Francisco's newest subway tunnel. It's part of the larger Muni Metro network. Let's go take a look. San Francisco is a really great destination for anyone who is interested in public transportation. There are historic systems like the cable car and the streetcar. The city has the largest trolleybus network in the United States, and there are basically two separate metro networks. First, there's BART. Short for Bay Area Rapid Transit, BART forms an intercity metro network connecting communities on both sides of the bay. I have recently uploaded several videos on BART, so make sure to check those out. Within San Francisco, there's the Muni Metro. Muni is the short name for the San Francisco Municipal Railway, and Muni Metro is their light rail system. There are 7 services, one of which is temporarily closed, using a combination of street running and underground tunnels. These tunnels include the Central Subway, a brand new piece of infrastructure that opened in 2022. We'll take a look at the Central Subway towards the end of this video, but first we need to talk about the older parts of the system. Right now we are at Powell Street Station, descending into the Market Street Subway Tunnel. This tunnel really forms the backbone of the Muni Metro system. See, like most American cities, San Francisco used to have an extensive streetcar network. Many streetcar lines converged onto Market Street, which for a long time has been one of downtown's main transit corridors. In the 1960s, they began to build a double-deck tunnel underneath Market Street. BART service began on the bottom level in 1973, and in 1980, streetcar service was partially rerouted from the street level to the top level of the tunnel. For 2 years, service was split. On weekdays, newer, longer light rail vehicles used the tunnel. On the weekends, the more classic streetcars continued to provide service on the street level. In 1982, all service shifted to the tunnel. This is what's known as Muni Metro. 6 of the 7 services use the Market Street Tunnel. For most, Embarcadero is the northern terminus. Only the N Judah runs past Embarcadero, looping back to the Caltrain station. The 6 services split off onto different branches south of Van Ness Station. These branches are all part of the original streetcar network, which is why they are mostly street running. Though street running definitely slows the trains down, it is cool to see that San Francisco has never stopped using its legacy infrastructure. That's not something a lot of US cities can boast. Lindsay and I spent the afternoon exploring the many different sites that San Francisco has to offer. We admired the Palace of Fine Arts, we gazed at the Golden Gate Bridge, we socialized with this weird little critter. And then, after taking the bus, we enjoyed a nice little stroll through Golden Gate Park. Now we've reached the Sunset District, and after a little bit of shopping, it's time to head back to our hostel downtown. Luckily, we have the N Judah ready to take us there. This is a Siemens S200, known here as the LRV4, part of a fleet which first entered service in 2017. I love the design, especially of the cab. I think it's one of the best looking light rail vehicles in the US. They also kind of remind me of the trams in Vienna for some reason. The trains on Muni Metro are high floor, but while street running, the sidewalk basically acts as the platform. Thus, you have to climb up some steps to board the train. You can tap your Clipper card at any door. A single ride is $2.50. A Muni Day Pass, valid on all Metro trains, buses, and the streetcar, costs $5. Seating is all longitudinal benches, meaning every seat faces the aisle. The N-Judah is the busiest out of all of the Muni Metro lines. It connects downtown with Ocean Beach on the Pacific Ocean, running mostly over Judah Street. Judah Street was named after Theodore Judah, an engineer involved with the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad. Wheelchair users can use these heightened platforms at the end of each stop.
Next stop, to both and Noe. This stop is accessible on the
Yeah,
following stops are accessible.
Now we're in the Market Street Tunnel again. This part of the metro network is completely different from the street running segments.
Powell Station. Transfer here to Union Square Market Street Station for the T-Bird.
First of all, the platforms are high, meaning level boarding is possible at every door. Furthermore, at these underground stations, you pay at the fare gates located on the concourse. It's a new day and we're taking an N-Judah train again. This time, we got an older train. It's an LRV 2 or 3, built by Italian company Breda starting in 1996. Yesterday, we clearly had to walk up some steps when we got on at street level. But here in the tunnel, those steps are gone. Where'd they go? Well, all Muni Metro trains have moving steps that are raised or lowered depending on the platform height. These steps are about to move, and Mr. Crocs over here is about to find out the hard way. Today we took the metro to see the Painted Ladies. This is a famous row of Victorian-style houses that were painted in extravagant colors beginning in the 1960s. It was a pilgrimage for me. As a little kid, I was obsessed with the show Full House. These houses are shown at the opening credits of each episode. Now that we've done all this sightseeing, is it finally time to ride the Central Subway? You got it, dude. For that, we need to be in Chinatown. Chinatown Rose Park Station is the northern terminus of the Central Subway. I like the artwork that pays tribute to the neighborhood. Like many new subway lines, the stations of the Central Subway are located quite deep underground. We've made it to the platform, and a T train is already waiting for us. Let's take it one stop over to Union Square Market Street first.
J Church, K Ingleside, and Ocean View to NG.
Station, J Church, K Ingleside, and Ocean View.
Union Square Market Street is located right by Powell Street Station and is the interchange station to the 6 other Muni Metro routes, plus BART, the F Market and Wharf streetcar, and the cable car. The history of the Central Subway dates back to 2000 when plans for it were first published. Of course, like practically every transit project here in the United States, construction was marked by some time and cost overruns. The tunnels were dug by 2 tunnel boring machines. In total, the line is 1.7 miles or 2.7 kilometers long, with 3 brand new stations. Service started as a shuttle in November of 2022, and on January 7th, 2023, it was connected to the existing T 3rd Street service. These super modern stations that are really deep underground, it reminds me a lot of Amsterdam's newest subway line.
Third Street to Chinatown Station.
The T is one of the 2 lines that you can take to directly connect to Caltrain commuter rail, the other being the N Judah, as I mentioned earlier. Now that we've popped out from under the ground, we begin to run in the street median. It doesn't really seem like the trains have signal priority here. We were waiting for the light here by the station for upwards of a minute. Now we just need to cross the street that we spent so much time waiting to cross when we were on the train. Love that. What I appreciate about the Muni Metro is how it has preserved much of San Francisco's old streetcar infrastructure. while providing faster service underneath Market Street. It really complements BART, having its own distinct purpose. Though the street running is not always ideal, it is clear that Muni Metro is a much more expansive light rail network than what most American cities have. Plus, I really like the Siemens S200 vehicles, and the Central Subway looks very good. Thanks so much for watching today. There's a few more San Francisco-based videos coming in the next few weeks, and then we'll be on our way to explore transit in other cities. Come along for the ride. Subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.